True life, I'm into notebooks and planners. What up, Search fam? Sharde here. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new, my name is Sharde. I'm out here curating and co-creating a cool ass life. And if you keep stopping by, or this is your first time, but you like the vibes, hit the subscribe button, join my internet family, turn on the notification bell so you're made aware of every time I post a new video. Now listen, I'm a notebook girly. True life, I'm into notebooks and planners. And so I wanted to share with you all my lineup for 2025 on how I'm keeping myself organized and mindful and all the things, because I'm sure that y'all don't know this about me, but it actually takes a lot to keep the dome in check. And if you've been around a while, you know, for about four years, I bullet journaled because I could not find a planner that I liked that did all the things I needed to do, so I could just have like one central place to not only keep my calendar and my schedule, but other things, right? So I've moved away from that because I don't have the bandwidth to sit and bullet journal month to month anymore. But that's fine. But I still want bullet journal vibes. Feel me? So I'm gonna show you what we've got going on as far as like the things I use day to day and weekly to sort of keep myself in the world. All right, so I'm gonna start with my planner, right? This is my second year using the Corky Cup planner. And they did not make one for 2025, so I ended up getting the undated one. And I really like this because, one, it's 12 months. I get all 12 months in the journal, which was also a big thing to me when I ended my bullet journaling journey, or who knows, I might go back to it at some point. Anyway, when I left my bullet journaling, I was using a B5 sized notebook so that I can get 12 months in a single journal, because normally people did 6 months. So you did 2 journals a year, and sometimes I get pricey, child. So being able to get everything in one year in a journal was super important. Because it doesn't have like a pin place. I bought one. This is a cheap one I bought some years ago off of Amazon. So I just stuck it on here. It's gold. It goes with the gold. You feel me? Just like normal with my bullet journals, I would name them year to year. So this year, my journal's name is Roanoa Zoro from One Piece. And I got this really cool sticker from Blurred Con from an artist. I don't even remember what artist anymore, but it was a dope black Zoro. So that's him. This is us. What I enjoy about this style of journal is it has a whole bunch of things like a lineup so you can make weekly affirmations, a self-care plan, write a letter to your future self, and at the end of the year, your past self. It has reflection space in the back for the year. It has planning space for goals for the beginning of the year, which I haven't written them in. So like after I finish recording the vlog, I'm going to write in my goals. I've already got them written down in another notebook though. And it has lots of free space. It has reminders and tasks, which I really, really appreciate. And then the pages themselves, you get a 2-page spread for the month, write it in. And then these 2 boxes right here, I use one to do my monthly check-in still which is what I did with my bullet journal, and to ask myself how at the beginning of each month, how am I feeling physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and then creative and intellectually. In the dated journal, this top portion had the astrological season. So like January is Capricorn and Aquarius, and Western tropical astrology. So I continued with that. And then it has planning spreads with dot grids, but also like a check off to-do list. You can write down things you're looking forward to, your budget. Like, I really like the setup. And then, I'm not going to show you my first week because I've started writing in it, but on the weeklies, you have dot grid space at the bottom, space for writing the schedule. You could probably do it by hour if you wanted to, a place for gratitude and memories. So I use that as my daily gratitude log, a weekly to-do list, an affirmation for the week, and then habit trackers, like weekly habit trackers for each spread. Like, I love that all of those things come in, and they're just as a part of the setup. So it still gives me bullet journal vibes, but it's a little bit different, and I'm able to do what I need to do. And then at the end of each monthly spread, you also have reflection space. So you have blank reflection space, you have dotted reflection spaces, and then you also have blank and dot grids pages in the back of the journal, which like I said, so far, this has really been good for me to do the things that I want to do. So some of the things that I did with the list pages, because they have list pages as well. Like, I have my vision board check off for the year. So kind of like a bingo board for my goals for the year, because people are doing that. And like, I have a vision board. My vision board is, I make it a wallpaper on my phone and on my laptop. But I have a 25 and 25 because I did 24 and 24 last year. And it's just like small activities and milestones that I know I can achieve. I can just knock it off. And then I have like bigger things that I want to do as a part of my vision board bingo. And then I'm also like, I have a writing bingo for like my writing goals for the year, book releases I'm excited about, cosplays that I want to do, and then things I want to purchase because I'm planning on writing down, because I'm having a low to no buy year. So like, the purchase wish list, it needs to stay there at least 60 days before I decide to spend the money on a thing, because I'm really trying to have financial goals that I want to meet. So there's a lot of list space. And then on the free spaces in the back of the journal, on the dot grids, I actually made a year in dots, or yearly trackers for my reproductive health as well as my mental health. So I like the idea of a yearly tracker so you can see the whole year. And so I'm gonna try it out and see if I can make it happen. And then I have made book bingos. Like, I actually did bingo spreads. So I like that you can put bullet journal spreads in here because of dot grids. And so I'm filled in for fiction and nonfiction. I got 25 books that I would ideally like to read in 2025. And I talked about that in my 2025 reading goals journal. So this retailed for, I want to say it was like 40 or 50 bucks. But I think to be able to use it for the year, and it actually has pretty much everything I need, or space to create the things I need. Like I said, this is my second year purchasing this one, so I super appreciate Quirky Cup. And this is not sponsored. I bought this with my own money. I researched it with my own money, and here we go. But I mean, Quirky Cup, if you want to eventually sponsor your girl, hit my line. I also I'm going to try a reading journal again, friends. I've tried this once and I just be forgetting. So this is why I use Storygraph, because it's easy. Like, I just put it in, but I actually want to start putting down my thoughts when I read a book. So I got this as a gift from my friend Jackie like a couple years ago, and she got it in a book box because she be getting fancy book boxes. And I like this because you can put in it the modality that you read, the dates, release date if you want to, title, genre, and it has like a big note section. So I'm just going to do like short reflections on what what I thought of the books. Like if there were things that stuck out to me, it has a 5-star rating, asks you to describe the book in 5 words and then the page count. So I've done it for my first couple of books. I am going to keep up with it in the month of January. That's my goal, and see how I do. And then hopefully continue to keep it up through the year to just keep all my my books. And it has quite a few pages, so I'm pretty sure I could use this beyond 2025, just because there's at least probably 130, 140 pages here. As a writer, sometimes writing for me, typing on the computer, does not always work. So I need to change modalities. And so I have like just a plain composition notebook that I got from Five Below, to sometimes allow me to brainstorm and sometimes write. Like I write scenes by hand and then move them to typed. So, because sometimes you just need to change for your brain. So this is real simple, not a big deal. Also, you all know that, or well, you might not know. So also, I am learning Portuguese. I started learning Portuguese last year because I went to Brazil, where they speak Brazilian Portuguese. And so I am keeping up with my Portuguese learning. I've just been sort of mildly maintaining it using like Duolingo. I might start my Babbel back up, but I got this from Notebook Therapy in their box last year. The fancy box they do every year at the end of the year. So I usually, for a couple of years, Key and I would buy the box, split the cost, and then go through and split the box. And so I got the journal this year. This is A5 size. And I used it when I was in Brazil for my my lecture notes as well as my Portuguese class notes. So I'm going to continue to use this for my Portuguese learning. I have a book that I'm using, so I'm going to use the book. There's a couple of YouTube channels that I am going to resume watching, and so this will be for me to take my notes and write things, and maybe probably start a little like doing short journal entries in Portuguese so that I can continue to work on my fluency with that. Lastly, I've seen on YouTube the idea of a commonplace book, and I love the idea, but also it's like something I've been doing for years. Like I kind of keep a small notebook on me, especially when I'm traveling, and when I'm traveling and need to take notes, but also just like, should I have an idea, I either type it in my phone but I do like to have like a small notebook. So this is just a small lined notebook that I'm going to use as a day-to-day sort of commonplace notebook where I'm just like writing down things as I think about them. So again, I don't have any sort of special method. It literally is just whatever comes up. Like my first pages is like a quote from Ta-Nehisi Coates, the Message, which I'm listening to on audiobook. And so some stuff stuck out, so I wrote down a couple quotes, maybe to go back later and like reflect on them more deeply, but just also to keep them books that I came up on from just something I was watching, and then like planning some of my videos, some of my vlogs and stuff like that, because I am still traveling and there are travel vlogs. Okay. So this goes with your girl. I have, I keep pouches. So like this goes in sort of my everyday pouch so that if I need it, it's there. And then I have my sort of morning pages notebook. I try to reflect every day. So I do some reflection in my my sort of planner journal, but this is for me to do, especially as I continue to work through my own thoughts, my spiritual practice, and even like manifesting stuff and like all the things. So that's what this is, a traveler size notebook from Archer and Olive. I got this a couple of years ago, and they don't even sell this design anymore. It's got a beautiful bee on it. And so I usually write on it in one color. So like I use a blue Sharpie, especially when I'm talking about like my manifesting things. But I also like write down, I made Florida water. So I wrote down my 2024, 2025 Florida water recipe, and like things that I do herbalist wise will go in here for the year. And I took the time to, cause I ain't left my bullet journaling roots, baby. So there you go. So yeah, so I just did a little something with some extra stickers that I had and like washi tapes, because I have so many washi tapes. So I might use this partially as like an extension of my commonplace journal, especially when I'm traveling, and maybe do some scrapbooking in here. And I want to start using my little Instax photo printer, so probably put like memories and stuff in here. So I won't like carry all of these journals and stuff with me, but these are what are going to be at play to keep my brain engaged and organized throughout the year. We'll see how it goes. Let me know, are you a planner and journal, notebook kind of person? What do you use? How do you keep yourself organized? Just talk to me about it down in the downstairs in the comment section. As always, friends, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend about the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.